this video is long overdue, but here is my little project. It is a 2001 Volvo Expediter WXR with a Heil Formula 7000 automated side load body. I picked this up about a year and a half ago out of Twin Falls, Idaho. And let's just do a quick little walk around here and kind of talk about what I've done on it so far and what I plan on doing. So, as you can see, classic Volvo. The grill kind of needs some love, but I'm planning on getting that taken care of here pretty soon. Overall, though, the cab is in really pretty astounding shape for being over 20 years old. Same with the body, a little surface rust here and there, but nothing too major. One of the first projects that I tackled on this truck when I first brought her home was I went ahead and replaced the exhaust all the way from the manifold back, aside from the custom funky bent pipe here, because that would be a real pain to try and get fabricated or do myself. But anyways, put a new high performance muffler on it, which sounds killer, really brings out the deep tones in the engine. Replaced, had a curved exhaust tip on it that had obviously seen some trees and stuff over the years, so replaced that with a nice straight tip with the rain flapper on it. Everybody's got to have the rain flapper. The arm is in great shape, not really a whole lot going on there. Looks like a minor hydraulic leak off the valve body back here. Haven't exactly dialed down where that's coming from, but we'll hopefully get that taken care of sooner rather than later. I do want to replace this fuel tank eventually. As you can see, it's got a pretty sizable dent in it. So that'll be a little bit of a project, but it shouldn't be too bad. Like I said, some surface rust. You can see where they've replaced some sheet metal over the years on this. Nothing that a little TLC won't take care of. A few little dents and dings on the body here and there. Gonna need a little bit of body work before I paint this thing. Same with, got the old kind of metal mud flaps here, seen some better days, so I'm debating either fabricating new ones or just going ahead and replacing these with some custom cut rubber mud flaps. Haven't exactly decided what I'm gonna do there yet. Coming around back here, see a little more, looks like maybe somebody backed into a pole or a bollard or something at some point there. Just a little more cosmetic body work to straighten that out. Kind of back up here so you can see a whole back view of the truck. Yeah, once again, like I said, overall really great condition for being almost 24 years old. I know it's not the oldest or most classic truck out there, but when I had the opportunity to buy this, there was a lot of nostalgic value behind it, because growing up when I first got interested in the refuse industry, the local haul around me ran mostly Formula 7000 ASL bodies, so that was one of the trucks I grew up watching. And then, of course, Waste Management out in my area ran a lot of these Volvo and white GMC Expediters with a variety of bodies. So it's kind of cool to have something that combines together all the trucks that I grew up watching when I was a kid, and just kind of gives a little more meaning to this project to me. One of the other things that I've done to it so far is I have replaced the grabber on it. It had some custom homemade grabbers on it when I bought it, and I've gone ahead and swapped those out with the proper stock Heil Greensboro grabbers, as they're often referred to. Want to give a big shout out to West Coast Refuse Trucks for the hookup on these Greensboro grippers. Other than that, haven't really done a whole lot to it yet. There's not really a whole lot major wrong with it. It's just mostly a lot of cosmetic work. I really want to just kind of turn this thing into a really good looking show truck that I can take around to truck shows and run in the Christmas parade. And I wanted to have something kind of different than everybody else. I've seen a lot of semis, log trucks, dump trucks, a couple concrete mixers at the local truck shows, but I've never seen anybody roll in a garbage truck. So I kind of wanted to have something different and unique to me, and something that really piques my interest. So that's kind of the story behind her. Eventually, I think my plans to paint this is I want to go with kind of a classic two-tone paint scheme. Kind of do like a coffee brown for the cab and tailgate, and then kind of a sand tan color for the rest of the body. I think that'll look really good, really make the details on this truck pop. I want to get some more chrome for it, kind of do some chrome hub covers, lug nut covers, just really deck this thing out and make it the best looking garbage truck on the road. I'm going to go ahead and stop this now and move on to the interior of the cab, kind of give you guys a look at that. So hang tight and I'll be right back. Here is the view from the captain's chair, so to speak. Overall, the interior of this cab is in really phenomenal condition, especially for its age. You can see a little wear and tear here and there, but overall, the dash, the gauges, control panel, even most of the vinyl and the seats are in great condition in here. Took a little bit of elbow grease, a little bit of cleaning to get it kind of as close to back to original condition as I could, but I honestly think it's looking pretty good in here. The gauge cluster is in great shape. I don't know how well you can see that right now. Kind of got some sun glare going on. All the gauges work except for the fuel gauge. Not real sure what's going on with that, but I'm also not really that worried about it. If I had to pick one gauge to not work, I mean, it's pretty easy to just dip a stick in the fuel tank and know how much fuel I've got. Here's the rest of your Volvo control panel over here. Got monitor for the hopper camera and rear view camera. CB radio. Coming over here, we've got the classic 3-lever controls for the Formula 7000 arm. We've got 2 sets of Packer controls, got your emergency stop. Coming up top here, you got PTO on and off, couple of different hopper and exterior lights. And finally over here, you got your body up and body down and tailgate up and tailgate down functions. Coming around up top, we got a pretty decent stereo in this truck. Always an important feature when you're putting in them long miles or out picking up a route. Gotta have your tunes. And yeah, I think that pretty well covers the interior of the cab. Got your shift pad for the Allison transmission. So, let me jump out here and raise up the cab and let's take a look at the motor. So, under the hood, or in this case, under the doghouse, we've got the Volvo D7 motor. This is the original motor to this truck. Once again, just like everything else, nothing really majorly wrong with the motor. Everything is in pretty good shape overall. I don't know how well you can see down here, but there is a little bit of an oil leak. It's not too major, it's not really losing a whole lot of oil, but looks like it might be coming off the air compressor, but it's also definitely leaking off the oil filter. So either way, that shouldn't be anything too hard to take care of. Honestly, that's probably gonna be my next big project, is getting that taken care of, figure out exactly where it's leaking from. So recently I hit the motor with a couple rounds of a heavy-duty degreaser, took the pressure washer to it, got her cleaned up real nice. When I first got it, the whole engine was pretty much, just about black. So I wasn't really sure, how much of the original enamel was still on there. Turns out, still green, still, you know, really looks pretty darn good for its age. Come around to the other side here. Take a look at what we got going on over here. As you can see, once again, you know, nothing too major going on over here. Everything seems to be in pretty good condition. Not even any leaks or anything over here to note. And that is pretty much the grand tour of my little project in a nutshell. If you guys got any questions, comments, anything else you'd like to see, just let me know. I'm sure that everyone is eager to see this thing in action. So stay tuned. That will be coming up next. Yeah, thanks for watching.